Today is day 8 and we are checking out from the hotel. We are a little late, post 7:30, and now we have to go back to Kolwa beach and then walk for 17 kilometers at least to reach Betul beach, which is the end point of this entire long beach stretch. Entering the Kolwa beach again. We'll walk from Kolwa to the first beach, which is Sarnabati. From that end, the fishing net is continuing almost to that end. It feels like it's at least 500 meters. I have no idea how heavy that must be and how they put in the waters. ये जो जाल है कितना लंबा है? बहुत लंबा है, 1 किलोमीटर रहेगा। हाँ, ऊपर रहेगा 1 किलोमीटर। From here starts the Sarnabati beach, which is the next beach from Kolwa. And about the net, which I said would be around 500 meters, apparently not. I asked the guy who was sitting on a boat and he said that it's at least 1 kilometer long. That is a long net being put into the boat. And then they go to fish. The sun is out and hence we need to wear the layers of protection. Oh, that's a fly. Anyways, this is Benolim beach. Sarnabati beach kind of ended over there where we saw the fishermen in the boat, and this entire stretch is Benolim. Benolim is again a big long beach with a lot of shacks to the entire stretch of beach. This beach is the Trinity beach. Over there you have the entry and you can come to this beach. Trinity beach looks like very less crowded. I don't see any shacks. One shack behind and one shack ahead, that's it. So don't think Trinity beach is much happening, but if you need a private time, definitely you can come here. This part of Trinity beach, I forgot the name. This part of Trinity beach has some shack options. This fence which you see is of Taj Exotica. It's a huge property of Taj, which is just behind that. That is more close to Trinity beach, but it's so big that it almost comes to the Zumbrai beach. This is the first entry point for the Varka beach. This is where it starts. I have mostly observed that there is this security post, outpost sort of thing, and then flag, and then the beach starts. Mama's Kitchen. That's where we had our breakfast. 1 hour break. Got my GoPro charged and also my body charged, and now keep on walking on the beach. I have to say the entire stretch of the beach is super clean. On the beach you won't find anything is the Varka beach, where we had breakfast. Is just the start point of Varka. This again is a big beach. It's a long beach, so has a lot of shacks. The main part is not yet reached, but you can see the parasailing happening. So we have water sports here. वो लोग बैठ गया, ज़रा सा ही होता है उन लोग, थोड़ा टाइम के बाद बैठ जाते हैं. This is the main Varka area, and not at all crowded. Even the shacks are numbered. That's the parasailing parachute. This beach right here is the Fatrade beach. We have crossed the Varka. This is Fatrade, and here the water comes very quietly. If you walk from here, you won't even know the water is coming and touching you. The waves are a little far over there, and the water comes till here. This is Zalor beach, right next to Fatrade. The beaches are getting more deserted once we started moving from Varka. This is the Carmona beach, and I can't see any shacks. All I can see is a boat and a flag over there. Oh, where is that in the GoPro? I think, yeah, over there. A big empty beach, just like my heart. Can't see a third partner. There he is. Little rest time, and also time for hydration. भाई साहब उधर क्या है? क्या है उधर? आसमान है रे, आसमान. So walking in the sun for a long time takes a toll, and you do such crazy things. There is an expensive hotel, and here is the Cavalosim beach, which is again touristy, with people getting into the waters. There is water sports and everything, and a lot of shacks too. This is the Cavalosim beach. As I said, it's very touristy. A lot of sunbeds, the big umbrellas and shacks. Till that end you have shacks and all these sunbeds which you can see. After a long lunch of almost 3.5 hours, back to the beach. The shacks cover the entire stretch of Kavalosim. A lot of shacks, lots and lots of sunbeds. So Kavalosim is another big beach in South Goa. If you're coming to Madgaon or a little towards the south, this beach is kind of one of the best, I would say, in the stretch. Kolva, Varka and Kavalosim are my three favorites so far for this stretch of beach. This is the start of Mobor beach. Here starts the shack of the Mobor beach. It's not that crowded. We're playing football for a long time with this can. See, you walk for hours, you need some form of time pass, right? Or how much will you talk? You can't talk more. It's like 8 days now. Here you have more shacks. Here you have a jet ski, probably hinting towards presence of water sports in this beach. And this is Mobor beach. That hill over there is where we have to go. Over there you have the Betul Fort, and just ahead of this beach is the Betul beach. And from there, if we get a local fisherman or anybody with a boat to help us cross that river, it will be really fantastic. Or else we have to go around for 14 kilometers to reach that place. So our only aim now is to find someone, probably beg him and pay whatever they ask. Should not ask more than 500. That is the entire Mobor beach till here. And then you have the Betul beach, which is right over there. He is attempting a world record of the biggest Goa ever written on the beaches of Goa. G. Oh, Nakam say. क्या आपको लगता है आपको गिनेस वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड मिलेगा सबसे बड़ा गोवा लिखने के लिए? हाँ, इतना गंदा लिख के आपको मिल जाएगा? So after brief discussions with the lifesavers, the vehicle of which I can see behind me, so what they're saying is the water over there is too deep, and also there's undercurrent, so it's hard for any boat to go. Big boats can go, and at Mobor beach there is a Sprint Sports guy. He can take you by boat from there, from Mobor to Betul. Or else the other option is to walk towards, so you go from here, there's a road parallel to this, go over there and just cross the river, which is more easy to cross than this area. And third option, the last option, which is always there, is by road, which is 14 kilometers, which definitely we won't be walking. The time is 5 o'clock, so we hardly have 1.5 hours with us to sort this situation out. This is the end of Betul beach. Water, 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 water. It's like a knife point, and the water seems to be indeed very deep. I can see that, the pattern you see on the water to identify the depth. It's seems pretty deep, and that's the road where we have to go. I'm not kidding, it's less than 50 meters, easily less than 50 meters, but so far we don't have any option to go there by ourselves. We have to wait for a fisherman or some person to just come around with his boat and save us. This is very dangerous. The river is bringing the water outside with full force, and the sea is trying to stop it. It's not trying to stop it, it's just a wave that's coming in. So the river is going around from that way, and hence the force will be very much over here. Easily entered the river. Going towards a local's place to ask if he can kind of drop us over there. See the views. This is on the other side of Betul Beach, the parallel side. So little adventure and you can come here. Beautiful patch. So now we have to go to the local's house, which we can see. After a long discussion, we didn't get the boat. What he said is you can go ahead, and there is a person who has a boat and it's touched to the river. You can ask him, which he said is a little difficult, a little hard to convince. Like the sun, our hope is also going down to get to that area of Betul Fort. A lot of people has said a direct no, that no, we can't, and they're all suggesting to go towards the water sport guy, Prince Water Sports, and go by their speedboat, which I'm sure will charge, as I said, 2,500, and that is costly. No options of staying over here. This entire place is very costly. You have St. Regis, then you have Holiday Inn, you have Novotel, little ahead. You also have the Leela, which is not little, more ahead. So stay over here is costly. 2 kilometers ahead there is a patch, which again is costly, but there may be some budget friendly hotels. So we are walking 2.5 kilometers over to that area. This is exactly parallel to the Cavalosim beach. There are some stay options, a little costly, and this entire lane looks like a shopping lane, continues all the way till there. Again, you will find some Russian fonts on the shops. The entire stretch is a shopping stretch. Finally, we got a room near Cavalosim, a little north of Cavalosim. This is a room. There's a cupboard, desk, a fridge, TV, and you have a balcony also, a sit out. So tomorrow we go to the rock part, and then the entire south of it is rocks and little beaches. So the walk is going to get tough. Hopefully we think to complete this in 3 days. If that happens, fantastic. If that doesn't happen, we stay for 1 more day. or two, because it's all uphill and downhill. So interesting modes coming in, Hindi word mode coming in the travel. But this is not that easy to do. This is a little tiring and sometimes also feels a little foolish. But then, if you want to feel lively, you need some adventures.